When I found them, it was life-changing. And when I had them there and I could wrap my arms around them, it was such a relief and just so joyful.
Betty Ann Adams' family has just got a lot bigger. After 30 years of searching for her brothers and sister, they've finally been brought together for the first time. It was an emotional journey told through the lens of a local BC filmmaker.
For many years, for over 30 years, I knew they were there. I always had the intention of bringing us all together. But in the beginning it was just a dream, and then in recent years you grow up and you realize life is short. And if there's something that you want to do, you have to act. You have to make it happen.
Betty Ann Adam and her 3 siblings were all forcibly removed from their mother during the Sixties Scoop, a government-led initiative that saw over 20,000 Indigenous children taken from their families between 1955 and 1985 to be either adopted into white families or to live in foster care.
I remember the day that I was taken. I was 3, and a woman and man, a social worker and an RCMP officer, came to our home, and they took me from my mother. She was crying, and they took me.
The siblings were then scattered across North America. It was a dark chapter in Canada's history, and one in which the filmmaker Tasha Hubbard believes should be more widely publicised.
I guess what I always hope is that if the film is the first time somebody's heard about this, that it pushes them to learn more. You know, there is research out there. There are resources to learn more about this history. And so, that's my hope, right? That people come out of there motivated to know more and understand more.
Last year, the federal government came to an agreement to directly compensate 60 Scoop survivors, but Tasha believes they need to listen to the victims first, instead of just coming up with a number.
I think people need to be heard about what it is they'd like, as opposed to, we've come up with a number, here's the money, and we're going to close this chapter. It's much more complicated than that. And I think part of what's important is for people to be heard.
The documentary has won awards in film festivals across the country and is part of an Indigenous film tour organised by the National Film Board, which is travelling nationwide. And as for plans for the family to keep in touch...
Well, we committed early on that we would have at least one reunion each year. So we're having a bit of a mini partial reunion here in Vancouver this week. And we try to get together whenever we can.
Walsh, City News, Vancouver.